guys, welcome back to my channel and to a new book haul. So 3 days ago it was my birthday and I received quite a lot of books, and I also bought quite a lot of books. So I have a lot to show you anyway, but also this is my first book haul of 2022. So this is going to be all the books I've actually collected in that first quarter as well. This is a lot of books. I don't know how many books, hang on. 38 books. And I might have miscounted because I'm struggling to see from this angle. So around about 40 books, which is not great for the first 4 months of the year when I was supposed to not be hauling books. Wait, there's another one. We cannot forget her. Okay, so I'm gonna first try and show you all the books that I got for my birthday and then work backwards in time, which might be a bit weird, but I think that's what's gonna work best. So let's do that first. First from Connor, of course, I received Dark Fae by Caroline Peckham and Susan Valenti. This is the spin-off series from the Zodiac Academy, so I think it focuses as a prequel on one of the people that was in Zodiac, like one of the side characters, and it's based in Aurora Academy. Now, I could be wrong, but there's a lot of tie-ins as they're set in the same world. Like there's a lot of like places called the same things. I'm not sure when I'm supposed to read this, but I think I'm going to finish off the Zodiac Academy series because I'm so close. Well, up to publication date, that is. And then continue with this, start this series. This is a 4 or 5 book series, I believe, and I think they're all published now. So I feel like I can just start and get on with it. I'm really, really excited to see what happens in this series. I've not heard very much about it. Like, you know, Zodiac Academy has taken the world by storm, so I'm excited to see what I think about this one and also let you know what I think when I finally get to it. And the other book that Connor picked up for me was Kings of Quarantine by the same authors. This is the first series I think they wrote together, I think, or at least it was before Zodiac Academy, I think. Oh gosh. I did know about this one before Zodiac Academy. I actually own all the books on my Kindle, and for some reason I just never started it, and then Zodiac Academy came out and I started that one instead. But this is a werewolf-centered story, and it's based in the pandemic during a lockdown and all of like the tensions of being in a lockdown in a school like Zodiac Academy and how stressful that would be. And if you've read Zodiac, you'll know that's probably not a good thing. I must say, now that I've received this book, I'm very apprehensive because there is no page numbers anywhere. So I have no idea how long this book is. It just seems very long. No page numbers. So like, what kind of book does that? That's not fair. I'm so excited to start this. This is only 4 books long, but they're all really big books, again, in their typical writing style. I'm really, really excited to get to these. Again, I think I'm going to finish Zodiac Academy up to the publication date because I have 2 more books left, and then I'm going to start on all these other series. And every time I think I'm aware of all the series, another one comes to my knowledge and I'm like, I'm sick of this. So it seems I have a lot of reading to do with Caroline Peckham and Susan Valenti, but I'm very excited to do so. Thank you so much, Connor. That was really, really kind of you. Thank you so much. Next, the same authors. I may as well just carry on with them. From Lauren, she got me number 7 in the Zodiac Academy series. This is Heartless Sky. This is the most recent one that we have, and we will not have another one until December. I am so nervous about this. I am on currently book 5, and I thought that was the most depressing thing I've ever read, and now everybody's saying how sad number 6 and 7 are. If number 5 isn't even included in that sad category, how am I going to cope? I do not know. So I'm not gonna lie, I've just been kind of avoiding it. This is such a chunky book, and the words are so small. I am so excited. These books are drugs to me. I love them. I cannot tell you, these are probably my favourite authors of all time now. I just eat these books up. So yeah, absolutely love this. So excited to now be completed with my Zodiac Academy collection until December, that is. I love it so much. Thank you. Lauren also got me Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Melinda Lowe. This has been on my radar for so long. It seems so interesting. And Lauren said in a gift note that she loved this one. So I'm really hoping that this is going to be very good because I like a lot of books that Lauren likes. It sounds very, very interesting. I believe it is sapphic. It is. And so that is definitely my cup of tea. I am ready to pick this up hopefully soon. So thank you so, so much, Lauren. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now, because my friends know my obsession, Jade also got me a Zodiac Academy book. This is number 6. Obviously, these are in a different order, but this is why my Zodiac collection is complete. So Jade sent me this as, for my birthday so that I can continue the series. I did start it to make sure that what happened with the cliffhanger ending, but I hadn't picked it up quite yet because I've been in a bit of a slump. I've just gone on the first page where the acknowledgements is and I didn't see this before. One of the characters has written this prophecy. Pain, immense pain, unimaginable pain lies in your future if you continue reading this book. So that will be the end of my Zodiac Academy reading journey. No, this is not okay. This is the next one I have to read and you're telling me that in the beginning? No, I didn't know about that one. Oh, if they've said it, then, oh, great. I am excited, I am nervous, I am terrified. Thank you, Jade, for putting me through this, essentially. Also from Jade, a very thoughtful gift. She got me The Witch's Heart by Genevieve Gornacek. I was desperate to read this book after she loved it. It's a low-key retelling where we focus on his wife, Angraboda. I'm not very good with names. And I wanted to get it so bad, but I'm sorry, the UK cover is repulsive. I can't do it to myself. There's no way if I bought that book I'd pick it up, which I know is superficial, but it's just who I am. So I said, like, I will read it. I don't want to buy it physically because that's ugly. She went and got me the American version, which is so sweet of her. So this is not, because it is the American book, it is so floppy, which I'm so jealous of Americans and their floppy paperbacks. It is gorgeous, it's so exciting, it looks so good on my mythology shelf. I am really excited to pick this up now. It is definitely a priority for me and I can't believe how thoughtful that gift was. Thank you so much, Jade. And yet another one from Jade. She got me Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I'm slowly reading through Colleen Hoover. I mean, I've read one, Verity, but I also own It Ends With Us. And I'm just excited to see what's going on. Everybody seems to love these books and I feel like this and It Ends With Us and Verity are her most three popular books. So I'm going to read through these and then if I like them, go on to her other books. So yeah, I see a lot of controversial things. I see a lot of mismatched feelings, thoughts. Apparently her writing style is terrible. I wouldn't say that from when I read Verity, but I'm really excited to get to this. It sounds like the one that is most interesting to me based on the synopsis of her books. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Thank you so much, Jade, for my books. That was really, really nice of you. And then the wonderful Robbie bought me some books as well, which was so kind of him. So first of all, he picked up something that I had not put on my wish list, but he had recommended to me before. So I'm really, really excited to read this. And that is The Afterlife of the Party by Marlene Perez. I think it's so exciting that I got a book that I hadn't heard a lot of, because that means I'll be going in with zero expectations, which is so exciting. So I believe there's this girl who goes to a party she doesn't want to go to, and then a vampire turns her, so it's like the end of her life, like she dies there basically, because she turns into a vampire, and then she goes seeking revenge. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I think. I cannot tell you how glossy this cover is. It feels amazing. This is like everything I could ever want. I also really love the cover. This is going to take me back to my teenage years, being obsessed with vampires, and I'm so ready for it and so excited for it. It's super short, just 300 pages. I think it's going to be amazing. I'm really excited to pick it up, and hopefully this will be the kind of book that will take me out of my slump right now. He also got me some other books off my wish list. He got me Pandora by Susan Stokes Chapman. So this is mythology, but also a mystery, I believe. And the only reason that it came to my knowledge was because Jennifer Saint blurbed it, and I was absolutely obsessed with Ariadne. So I was like, Jennifer Saint can tell me anything. I will read it. I have no problems with that. So yeah, I have this. It is set in 1799 London, and I believe we must follow Pandora, you know, Pandora's box. Oh, here we go. We follow Dora Blake, who's an aspiring jewellery artist in her shop of antiquities. It's amazing that I forgot this already. I literally read it out to my friends 2 days ago. But yeah, she's trying to uncover the mystery of what is going on in this antiquities shop. It sounds amazing. It sounds beautiful. And the cover is out of this world. I'm so excited for this. My mythology shelf looks incredible after my birthday right now. Love it. He also picked me up something that everybody has been raving about, and that is A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. Everybody, absolutely everybody is loving this that I watch right now on YouTube. And I want to be on it because number one, that cover, number two, the synopsis, all sound so amazing. I won't read it to you because I haven't got the time with all these books, but I highly recommend you go check it out and see if this is your kind of thing. It sounds so beautiful. The writing seems so enchanting, pun intended. I think it is a mystery but also empowering to women, so I'm really, really excited to pick this up in case I haven't said that enough. Thank you so much, Robbie, for those. You're really kind of you. And then my lovely friend Kira also got me some more mythology retellings. Honestly, I'm obsessed with them at the moment. First book she got me was 1,000 Ships by Natalie Haynes. Again, I think this was one of the first ones to come out when the whole hype started. It sounds amazing. I don't know much about these books. I just want to learn more about mythology. I don't know a lot, and I want it to be a feminist retelling, and I'm pretty sure that's what this is. I basically read A Song of Achilles and did not like it. I have come to the conclusion that I don't like mythology about men because who cares? You know, every mythology story is about men. I don't want that. So I believe this is about the women of the Trojan War, which Achilles was part of, unless I'm wrong. I don't want to know about Achilles. I want to know about the women who were left there and raped, beaten, murdered. So I think this book is going to do that for me. It says absorbing and fiercely feminist. That's all I need to hear. So thank you so much, Kira, for this one. And again, in the same vein, we have The Silence of Girls by Pat Barker. This sounds absolutely amazing. Again, just bringing up Achilles. This is about the women who Achilles basically rapes, even though he's this amazing person in the Song of Achilles. I don't get it. I don't get your hype, guys. I'm sorry. I want to read about the women. So that is what this story is about, and as soon as I finished The Song of Achilles, I think I complained about it to someone and they said you should read this instead, because that is exactly, this book gives you exact problems with that book. So I am more than ready for this one. It sounds absolutely phenomenal. The Trojan War, but set from the women's point of view. I've never needed anything more. This has been on my list for so long and I am so ready to pick this up now. I just feel like women empowering women is just my vibe now. Thank you so much, Kira, for those. I really, really appreciate it. Now I think we can go on to the books I bought myself for my birthday, which I do not appreciate, and neither does my bank. I just want to say, I take no blame for how many books I bought because Robbie was here for my birthday along with Connor and Jade, and Robbie is an enabler. I was walking around shops and every book I picked up, Robbie was like, you need it, you need to buy it, she picked it. Like, I bought so many books because of Robbie and I would never have normally. Also because it was Waterstone's double points weekend, because my birthday's on the Easter weekend. I was like, it's a sign. So I went a little bit hard when I really shouldn't have, honestly. I have no reasonings for why I did what I did, but we may as well just go through them and forget this ever happened because my bank never will. So firstly, before we went to Waterstones, I found these on Facebook and they are the Off-Campus series by Al Kennedy. These were on the marketplace and I've been wanting to pick these up, but they're so expensive on Amazon. So I was really excited to find these for a pretty good deal. They did arrive damaged, so I'm probably going to replace the mistake at some point, even though that's the one out of print. I had already read The Deal by Al Kennedy and really, really enjoyed this. I mean, I do hear that this is the best one in the series, so I could be going downhill from here, but I really wanted to pick them up anyway. I would definitely reread this, so it'd be cool to have a copy. So yeah, I got The Deal from Al Kennedy, The Mistake, The Score, and The Goal. I know there's The Legacies, but those are short stories based on the characters in these books. And I'm not going to pick that up until I know I like the characters in these books. Otherwise, what's the point of reading a short story based on them, you know? But yeah, I have these. I'm really excited to read them and reread The Deal because they seem quite nice. I love how big they are. Yeah, not much else to say other than I shouldn't have bought them, but I did, and I'm glad I did. So, fine. Then getting into our little Waterstones trip. First of all, I picked up The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. This is everywhere at the moment, especially on TikTok. I have already started it. Don't kill me for dog earring, but I'm 143 pages in and it's really, really good. So it's basically like a trilogy that's set around three brothers who own what is essentially Disneyland. It's called Dreamland, and there's like fairy tales and roller coasters, and you follow the romance between these boys, and there's a reason they have to have these romances, but I won't get into it until you've read it. But yeah, very, very interesting, very much enjoying it so far. It's not giving me like boosts of serotonin, but I think that's probably a good thing because it means that the romance is actually, like the actual book is good sometimes instead of just being overwhelmed by good serotonin. Next, to go along with 1,000 Ships by Natalie Haynes, I picked up Pandora's Jar by Natalie Haynes. This is a non-fiction story following 10 women in Greek myths, and you actually learn more about the 10 women. I picked it up the other day just to give like a quick read to it, and I think I read 17 pages, which was only the first story of Pandora. I didn't even read the whole story, but the introduction and that part was so interesting to see. It's essentially just giving you facts and sources and telling you another side to these stories, and like how Pandora is like talked about as being evil for opening the box, and giving way to women, giving way to weaknesses as a woman, because we can't help ourselves. She's saying about how that's not true, and like the Greek vases of the time were so easy to open, blah blah blah. It's a bit, from what I've read so far, I'm a bit like, it made me laugh a lot. I was like, interesting theories, but in a way that I like it, because I don't actually have a lot of knowledge on these people. I mean, I know that you'd think I do because of how many books I own, but that's the whole point, is I'm on a journey right now. Yeah, so I was just really eager to pick this up. It was on my wish list, so when I was in there and I saw it, I thought, you know what, you need this in your life, and I do. So I have it now. I picked up what I thought was a duology, but I actually think it's a trilogy, but I only have the 2 books, and that is the Jenny Han, The Summer I Turned Pretty books. So I've got The Summer I Turned Pretty and It's Not Summer Without You. I think it's a love triangle. Honestly, why did I think these would be for me? I'm not sure. Like, I'm so not into cringy YA books, but they were £4 for 2. That's £2 each. And then you're thinking, why still if you didn't want to read them? But I do. I feel like we're coming up to summer. Oh my god, clearly I do not want them. I've dropped them everywhere. We're coming up to summer. I'm in a slump. I need something to get me out of it. I just want some easy books sometimes to just take somewhere and just read. I have no excuse. I don't know. But I have these now. I'm not mad about it. The one thing I'm worried about with those is I love the To All the Boys I Loved Before series until the end. This just became such a toxic mess. So I'm nervous that's going to happen with those. I really hope not, because that ruined that series for me. Now I can't even watch the last movie. Another book I picked up that I'm mad about is A Narrow Door by Joanne Harris. I picked this up because not only the cover being signed beautiful, the synopsis also sounded amazing. It's set in a school called St. Oswald's School, and it's the first headmistress of the time or something like that, so she's facing a lot of like backlash from men. Sounds like my cup of tea. But then I got home and found out this was the 3rd in a series. Not anywhere, I have searched, not anywhere does it even have the name of the series, the book number. It doesn't even say like praise for other books in the series. It just says nothing about it. So I was like really upset about this. But I've gone on Goodreads and a lot of people have said it doesn't really matter if you read it without reading the other books. So I'm just going to do it because I'm not starting another series. This is the 3rd book. No way. Maybe I should have looked it up in the shop, but I get really nervous about looking up books in Waterstones because you always see those tweets about booksellers being mad that people are looking up books on Amazon, and I get so scared that if I pull out my phone to look at Goodreads, that's what they're gonna think I'm doing. It makes me so anxious, so I just don't even bother anymore. Honestly, this is why I online shop. I get so much anxiety in bookshops now. But yeah, I'm excited to pick this up. Hopefully it will be a case of I can read it without the series. And I believe the final book I picked up for myself is Perfectly Preventable Deaths by Deirdre Sutherland. I've not actually heard anything about this, but I picked it up because of the cover, read the synopsis, and it actually sounds really, really interesting. Very like creepy. I liked House of Hollow, and it's kind of giving me House of Hollow vibes. So yeah, definitely excited to pick this up and see what I think, because there is a sequel, so it is a series. So it'd be something I'd be interested in getting to soon to know if I need to pick that up or not. So those are all the books that I picked up or received for my birthday. Thank you so much to myself and to everybody else who bought me something. That was so, so kind of you. My birthday was amazing. Thank you so much to my friends for making the journey to visit me, and all the other things that I had that weren't books from you guys. That was so kind of you. Now moving on to the things that I had through the rest of the year. I either bought myself or were gifts, but weren't like birthday gifts. So I'm just going to go in random order with these ones. Firstly, we have Zodiac Academy, Cursed Fates. This is number 5. We've gone completely out of order with these. I have read this one. These are Tabs of Sadness. I love this series. I think I've talked about it enough on my channel. If you haven't picked it up already, what are you doing? I just can't preach anymore. Come on, sort yourself out. I don't even know why you're here. You know what I'm going to talk about every video. I love this series so much. Very dark, fun. Don't even know what to say. Just fun. No, it's not fun. Come on, it's depressing. But it's fun at times. Mostly depressing. Enjoy! This was a gift from Connor, so thank you so much, Connor, for this one. Everybody's encouraging the Zodiac Academy obsession of mine, and I'm just obsessed with that. Thank you, guys. Also in the Zodiac Academy series, I've got the first book, The Awakening, but this is told by the boys. So throughout this series, we actually see the POVs of the 2 main girls and the 4, was it 5 Five. The five boys who are currently the heirs to the throne. But in the first book, we don't see their POV. I think it's to make them come across as more bullies than they are. Whereas that's why I don't really love the first book, and that's why I tell everyone, read the first book, but don't give up on it until you've read the second. But they have rewritten the first book to read it from the boys' POV, which I'm really, really excited about. I'm not reading this now though. Because of how far ahead in the series I am, I think I'd really struggle to go back to this one. So instead, this and the prequel will be read when I have finished the series. Or at least finished it to publication date. How many times am I going to say that? So yeah, I will be reading this one soon, just not until I've read 6 and 7. Bit weird, I know. But thank you so much, Jade, for buying me this, especially as I wasn't even sure this existed. And then it popped up and I was like, nice. So thank you so much, Jade. Another cute little gift that turned up for me was Galatea by Madeline Miller. This was from Connor. Thank you, Connor. I literally got this through the door and read it straight away, sat down on FaceTime to Connor. Madeline Miller is like on this weird scale for me at the moment because Circe was incredible, whereas The Song of Achilles was terrible. No offense, stands. So I was like nervous about this one, but it seems anytime she writes about women, I love it. So that's fine. This was really, really good, but I would love to have seen it be bigger. Because this is only 50 pages and it doesn't even count as 50 pages because there's barely any words on it. So yeah, it's a really short story, a really, really good one. I gave this 4 stars, very enjoyable, and would highly recommend it. So I also picked up House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas, and I picked up the Waterstones exclusive signed edition, which is very exciting. I don't know why it didn't come with sprayed edges. This makes me so mad, but whatever. This was good. I've read it, so it's fine. Not quite Crescent City level or House of Earth and Blood level, but you know what I mean. Yeah, read this. Own it. I have nothing else to say about that. I don't want to spoil anything for the first book. It's taken me half an hour to get to this point. My mouth is on fire. Next I have Where the Drowned Girls Go by Shauna Maguire. This is the next book in the Wayward Children series. Jade picked this up for me because that's what she's done with all the series, which is really kind of her. I have read this, so I'm up to date with the series, and I'm just really excited to own these. They look so good. They sit behind me there in my living room because I love them so much and how they look. So yeah, this is beautiful. I'm excited to own this. Thank you, Jade. When this book came out, everybody was talking about it. So Connor kindly found this copy for me, which was so exciting. This is The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin. These first editions came out looking like this, but I was on a book ban for the majority of this year. My book ban only left or ended in April, which is why most of these books were gifts and why I was going to say why there's so little of them. No. That's not true. There is so many of them. How I've done this in 4 months, I don't know. But if you looked at last year, there was a lot more. But yeah, Connor picked this up for me. And I'm so excited because I couldn't get my hands on it myself without breaking my ban. I have read this. It looks beautiful on my shelf. So I'm thinking of taking off the dust jacket and just having that book face outwards on my shelf. So gorgeous. So beautiful. Thank you so much, Connor. Onto a book I did pick up myself, and that is The Wolf Den by Elodie Harper, and a book I have read again and loved. This is so good. This is based in the brothels in Pompeii. It's the first in a trilogy. I'm so excited to continue the series. I cannot even tell you. It is beautiful. I love it. Another book I picked up for a video was Dune by Frank Herbert. I already own this, but in my granddad's copies. I wanted the movie edition copy, and I have read the book 1 of the books, but I'm doing a video series, so you'll see all my thoughts and opinions on that. Either it's just gone up or you'll see it soon. So yeah, I had to pick up a copy to read for that video, so that's why I have this half finished. Not even half, partly finished. I did already mention this book in this haul, that It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. Jade actually picked this one up for me as well. Jade is encouraging my Colleen Hoover moment. I think she owns a lot of them herself. I'm excited to pick this one up. I think this is like the ultimate Colleen Hoover. Everybody talks about it. Everybody seems to love it. So I hope I'm on that bandwagon. But we will see. And again from Jade, we have Crave by Tracy Wolff. I read this and really, really enjoyed it. So Jade picked it up for me very kindly. I think we're buddy reading the series. Oh, we're supposed to, but I think we were buddy reading the second one and I read it and I don't think she did yet. Let me know, Jade. Are we still buddy reading that series, or have you kind of like crashed? Thank you so much for this, Jade. I actually really, really enjoyed this book and I couldn't believe how much, but I hated the narrator, so I'm glad to own this so that when I reread it, because I will be, it'll be physically, thank goodness. Next we have some Fairy Loot editions. The first one is The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie O. This is absolutely insane. We have sprayed edges, an exclusive cover, most beautiful end pages. You can't even see that. So pretty. And there's some artwork on the dust jackets, on the naked hardback as well. It came signed. So I'm really, really excited to read this. I was beyond excited. I was literally like waiting for my box to pick this up straight away. And then my slump hit as I got it, so I haven't picked it up yet. So annoying, but I will be soon because I'm so excited about a book being set beneath the sea. Another book that we have is Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Su Lin Tan. This edition is insane. Look at those stenciled edges. Absolutely insane. Beautiful end pages, really gorgeous, and beautiful beautiful naked hardback book art. Honestly, I can't speak, I don't know what's going on. Really pretty. This edition is stunning. Again, I have not read it, which is gross because I have the audiobook arc. But I will be picking this up soon. It is stunning. I cannot believe how lucky I am to own this edition. I better love this book. And another Fairy Loot book which I have read is Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. I really, really enjoyed this. It has sprayed and stenciled edges, which I don't like these, to be honest. End pages, because apparently that's what we're doing now. No reverse dust jacket art. It's so hard to show you. And naked hardback is gorgeous. Honestly, this book was so good and so interesting. Perfect for a younger reader. If you have a teenager in your life, I would definitely recommend picking this book up for them. Very good. Another book I picked up recently on recommendation is The Blue Book of Nebo by Manon Stephen Ross. I have read this. I really enjoyed this. It's a very short dystopian novel and it's very, very good, and it's set in Wales. So, reppin'. And just another Colleen Hoover on this list is Verity, and I have read this one again, so thank goodness. This one was gifted to me by Connor, so thank you so much, Connor. I really appreciate it. And I did enjoy this book. I had my problems, but I did enjoy it, especially for my first Colleen Hoover. So yeah, it made me excited to carry on with the rest of her books. Another Welsh-based book is The Song That Sings Us by Nicola Davis. This is a fantasy set in a fantasy world inspired by Wales. It is called Fromic, which is obviously got the letters of Cymru, which is Wales in Welsh. I haven't picked this up yet because the synopsis doesn't actually intrigue me at all. But I really want to read more books based or set in Wales. So this is one of the books that I want to do this with. So I have that. I didn't even realise that we were on to the last book. Thank goodness. And the last book is Troy by Stephen Fry. I'm not really sure why I picked this up, knowing that I'm more into women-based fantasies or mythology, and I don't think this is that. Perhaps it is, but I don't think so. But I don't really know. I need to try more than just the Song of Achilles, so I will be trying this and seeing if I do like it or not. I would really like to get into Stephen Fry's books. I don't know if these are non-fiction or fiction, I'm going to be completely honest. They do have like pictures in them and things. So I feel like it'll either be entertaining or it'll be knowledgeable, but I'm excited either way to give this a try and know for sure if only women mythology works for me. So that is the end of my very long haul. My mouth is just in agony and I don't think any of this made sense, so I'm very sorry. Congratulations if you made it to the end, that was impressive. Let me know if you have read any of these books at all, and if you have anything you think I should prioritise, let me know down below. Thank you so much to anybody who gave me a gift for my birthday or just gave me a gift in general. That is so, so kind of you. And yeah, I'm gonna have to go put these all back now, which is not very fun. But I shall see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.